All right, welcome. This is going to be a ranked game against Josh Word. Josh Word at the time of this game was the number 20 platinum ranked allied player. He's also ranked platinum with the Axis, number 58. So with that, let's get right into the gameplay. All right, Germany round number 1. So Russia went with 4 infantry. Oops, sorry. Went with 4 infantry, 3 artilleries, and had a fantastic round 1. Lost 1 unit in Ukraine. Did lose 4 in West Russia, but only 1 in Ukraine. So that kind of sucks for me. I did have my bomber set to die first, but didn't help much. So he moved the AA gun in there, which that's a good start to do that. So I hate what I have to do here, but I'm gonna have to do it. So let's see here. We'll do the battleship. We'll do artillery and an infantry and hit trans. Let's see. We're gonna go 2 tanks. And we're gonna go 6 infantry. I know that's heavy, but we're gonna go 1 there. We're gonna try the split. All right, let's see. Let's see here. I just don't want to risk a plane here. All right. I think that's it. Let's see how it goes. Implausible trans, implausible Ukraine. Okay, well, why is it implausible Ukraine? He's got, let's see here. He's got an AA gun, 2 infantry and artillery, and 3 tanks. I'm gonna do 6 infantry, 2 tanks. That is implausible. All right, we got to make some changes here. Do we really want to waste 4 tanks doing it? What if I do 3 tanks? 75. At least it's IPC positive if I do 3 tanks. All right, we'll do 3 tanks. All right. Oh God. He's got 2 tanks left. Oh man, let's do it. gotta be kidding me with this shit. Alright, so the combat was fantastic up until Z-Zone 7. And actually, this is the one that kind of sucked too, because we killed... Second hit, we killed the destroyer, but then, of course, the destroyer got a hit back, so we did not kill the transport. And then he got a bunch of hits late. Defending sub, I think, got a hit too, which is fucking ridiculous, but it did. So this is bad. Bad, 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 bad. Let's see. These guys are going here. Now this is really bad. These guys are going here. You know what? Let's not do that. Screw that. Let's just go to France. Because we're not going to have that many fighters anyway, so let's go to France. And then we'll go forward. Let's see here. I mean, it doesn't matter that that's just bad all around. All around bad. Oh, that's rough. All right. Well, it is what it is. All right, bomber here. We'll do. Funny thing is, he's going to kill my battleship, so I'm not even sure why I put the two guys here, because battleship's going to die. 100% battleship's going to die. And I have so few troops on the front lines now. I really can't. I guess 4 fighters and a bomber, I could probably delay the fleet, maybe? I don't know. I gotta hope I get lucky with the battleship. Anyway, that's gonna do it for Germany round 1. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 1. Alright, Japan round number 1. So United Kingdom did some interesting stuff here. Bought 3 infantry, a destroyer, and an aircraft carrier. So 3 infantry for India. And then dropped a fleet in C-Zone 7, which, of course, because I had nothing in C-Zone 7. So dropped a fleet, no problem. But didn't move the transport because he's going to wait to move it over there. That's pretty smart. And then in combat, he took out my transport in C-Zone 5. He hit Transjordan with everything and lost 1 infantry. Killed my battleship, but he lost a bomber and a fighter. So my battleship got 2 hitbacks. That's pretty legit. That's pretty friggin' legit. And then in C-Zone 61, he lost the aircraft carrier, but killed the destroyer and the transport, but lost the aircraft carrier. So destroyer got hit back. That's pretty good. And then he moved 4 infantry and the AA gun into Burma. Now, I've seen this done before. It was actually recommended to me by Black Tide when I was way behind. And I had a terrible, shitty Russia round 1. But when I did this, it was combined with Japan, where I think I took Borneo and I took New Guinea, and then I moved like my cruiser down here to 30, and then moved a bunch of targets here so that this fleet had a bunch of targets. He didn't do that. He did kind of a regular kill Germany first strategy, where he just took out the transport in 61. I don't know if he's going to do a KJF because obviously it's round 1. But this looks like he's boning out. So he may try the 2 ocean thing. He may try the 2 ocean thing. But I'm going to punish this move here. Definitely going to punish this move. Because he left India so weak that we should be able to get a J3 no problem. So Japan's buy was a tank, an infantry, and 3 transports. And then we are going to hit. So we're going to hit this as hard. We're going to hit that. We're going to go here. We're going to go, let's see here. We're going to take the tank and an infantry. Come down here, drop it here. We're going to bombard with the battleship. We're going to bombard with the cruiser. Let's see. And we're going to send the bomber. All right, and then we're going to send this here. This fighter's going to kill this transport. So much for that guy. This fighter is going to hit Yunnan. This fighter is going to hit Yunnan. This fighter is going to hit Yunnan. We are going to send 6 dudes. Oops. Everybody's going there. 6 dudes, this fighter and this fighter. We're not going to move our aircraft carrier because we're going to go up here to defend our transports. But we are going to send the destroyer and the battleship. Kill this cruiser. Do I have any more planes? I do not. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. This one's going to be iffy, dicey, but it is what it is. And we have to leave an aircraft carrier in 36, but it's going to be fine. It has a battleship there and a cruiser. And I want to get rid of this transport. I may even stack Egypt. I might. I don't know. I don't know, because India is going to be under real threat if this works out good. All right, let's run this and see how it goes. Strong, 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 strong. Okay, good. Really? Alright, combat was okay. He got 3 out of 4 hitbacks. He did not have his AA gun set to die first. So we one-rounded him, but he got 3 out of 4 hitbacks, which really kind of sucks. I still think we're okay in Burma, though. This fighter's going here. Aircraft carrier's going there. This guy's moving up. We sacked the bomber because I wanted an extra land unit in Burma. And I can buy another bomber. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see here. Our aircraft carrier is going to 60. We're going to send 1 fighter to 60. And then we're going to send another fighter to 60. 1 fighter is going to land in Manchuria. These 2 fighters are going to go to Thailand. Actually, let's see if I can do 1 there and then 2 to Thailand. Right? Our subs going to 48. Didn't lose anybody in Hanwei. That's pretty freaking good. He has no aircraft, so if he wants to go 1 infantry against a guy in a plane, he can, but I don't think that would be a great idea. But he can do that if he wants to. But we're definitely going to stack Burma next turn. And we'll be able to kill India and probably take Africa as well. We'll have to see. We might not take... Well, we're going to take Egypt, but we might not stack it. We might just take it and stack this. I don't know what America's going to do. Probably come down here to Morocco, I would think. Or maybe this is going to Morocco. But my bomber's going to be in France after this next German turn, even though Germany's going to be on its heels. So Japan's going to have to sack up. All right. Why is there only 1 fighter there? Oh, shit. All right, he can do 1 fighter and an aircraft carrier and a plane. Ah, that's not good. I thought I had another fighter over there. Must have switched when I switched it to send planes into Thailand. I must have switched it. Yeah. Alright, let me switch my defense profile real quick. Actually, let me look at my C-137 defense. Aircraft carrier number 1. No, let's put it after... After this... think. Actually, let's not save. We'll just change it to submerged subs area AC first. All right. All right. That's really bad. All right. Yeah, I should be able to stack Burma. Man, if he takes it back, he's not going to take it back. He's not going to take it back. Okay. Anyway, I think he may try to go KJF on this, or 2 Ocean. Anyway, that's going to do it for Japan round 1. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 2. All right, Germany round number 2. So USA bought 3 destroyers, 3 submarines, and he now pivoted, and he is going all in on a KJF. He took his fleet from C-Zone 11 that was going to go over here and moved everything down to Mexico. He's going to try to come here and threaten the Money Islands and fight me this way. So I totally expect this stuff here to come back towards here. And then USA, he took Kwangtung, it was free, and he took Yunnan and did not lose anybody. And the fighter went to India. which is fine. It really is fine. I'm gonna have, well, I'm probably not gonna take India anytime soon, even though it looks really weak. I am gonna stack Burma, because what Russia did, what he did with his non-com, he moved to Western Canada from Alaska. Fighter went to India. He took the Solomons. Bomber and a fighter went to Hawaii from the United States. All right. So he's definitely coming across over here, but I'm going to see what I can do to defend it. Philippines is in danger, but that's okay. I think I should be able to, what's my Japanese money? 30? All right. I should be able to take some stuff with Japan. I'm making 37 with Germany, and I'm going to make, hopefully 45 at the end of this turn, which would be nice. And we're going to set up France so that C-Zone 3 will be under threat as well. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to blitz Egypt. And then we are going to go 4 infantry, 2 tanks, and the bomber. We're going to do an infantry and a tank there, and we're going to do 4 infantry and 2 tanks there into Karelia. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. So what I did is I'm going to do kind of a reverse tank rush. So I didn't tank rush the first turn because he had a great Ukraine and I thought I had a shitty Ukraine, although he did attack Ukraine with Russia. And he attacked Ukraine with Russia. And he strafed it, lost 1 guy, killed 1 guy, and then he retreated. So he didn't want to keep going forward. I don't know. Maybe he's only going to do one round no matter what. But I think I would have killed all my tanks. I think I would have done it. But he probably wanted to go and get more troops in Caucasus because he has to come down to defend India. So I get that as well. So anyway, I'm doing a reverse tank rush. I bought 5 tanks and a plane. So we should have 5 tanks and 5 planes and a bomber has a 77% chance to wipe C-Zone 3 if we decide to do it. We will lose a bunch of planes, but I think we might wipe his fleet if he goes into 3. I think we might just wipe it. Because then he'll have to rebuild all of this while still trying to defend India. And we're going to push into Africa as well. Key is going to be whether or not he kills Burma. That's going to be important, because if he doesn't and I am able to stack it, which I'm hoping to do, then we should have a good odds on India round 3. And if not, we can hop over to Africa and start taking this stuff and just focus on our defense of Japan. Because we will have to defend Japan now. All this is coming back. But hopefully we'll put Russia under so much pressure that this stuff will go back. And we can get into the Caucasus or into West Russia or both. Alright, so let's run these and see what happens. So Belarus strong, West Russia strong, Karelia strong, Egypt. Okay. Alright, combat was okay. We did lose a tank in West Russia, and we did lose an infantry in Bello. And we lost an infantry in Karelia as well. So you got a couple of hitbacks. Our bomber is going to France. This stuff is moving to France. Our 2 tanks are going to go to Poland. With 1 artillery and 1 infantry. 5 infantry are going up to Baltic. Our 2 tanks are going to Karelia. Infantry is going to Ukraine. AA gun is going up here. This AA gun is moving up here. This is going down here. France should be good. All right. I don't know if this is a great idea, but I'm going to try it. Fighter and 5 tanks go into Germany. And we're up to 47 money, which is good because we can start spamming infantry now. And now we'll just focus on getting infantry and getting a nice fat stack in Karelia and then moving it into West Russia. So this turn we can probably move 8 tanks, 6 infantry, and we're going to try to stack as many planes as we can in Burma so that we can 1, 2, 3, 4 send them over here to stack West Russia to help us get him out of Karelia or out of the Caucasus so we can take it. So anyway, that should be okay. That is going to do it for Germany round 2, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 2. Alright, Japan round number 2. So it's kind of amazing how many games are decided in the early rounds. This turn is probably going to decide if the game goes long or if the game is pretty short. So United Kingdom bought an AA gun, a destroyer, a fighter, and a tank. Destroyer went up there. Fighter and the tank went into India, and the AA gun. The destroyer went up to 7. Okay. And then, sorry, his combat, he took Egypt because it was undefended. And then he hit Burma, but he lost everything but I kept a tank. And he lost 3 infantry. So running the numbers, it's thin, but I have a 65% chance to take India. So I'm going to do it because it's going to force Russia to try to take it back, and it's going to cause problems for Russia. And I should be set up that I can hit it again in round 3, but obviously I got to deal with this stuff here. So I went ahead and just bought 2 infantry, 2 destroyers, and a fighter, because I am going to lose some planes taking India. 1,000% I'm going to lose some planes. Do the India. Man, 65%. God, it's rough. That is rough. 3 fighters and 2 infantry. 50-50 battle. Wow. Alright, well, we got to try it. We definitely got to try it. So we're going to take this. We're going to take this. We're going to take this. And then we are going to go with a tank and 1 infantry. Come down here. Hit this. And actually, I might as well hit that. And we're going to use that fighter. And then we are going to grab an artillery. And an infantry. We should take the whole thing, I guess. Actually, we're not going to stack Burma. So take all 3. Come down here. And drop them into Kwang Tung. And we're going to use this fighter. And then we are going to go here, grab this, grab these 2 dudes here and take India. The tank's going to go here. Battleship's going to bombard. Battleship is going to bombard. Let's see. And I need to take my 4 fighters. 2 fighters. 2 fighters. And then before I do that, let me take this off. Okay, I can't go anywhere else. And this one, take that off. It can't go anywhere. Put it there. Okay. Let's see. Man, this is just rough. All right, let's run it and see what happens. Strong in Yunnan, strong in Kwang Tung. Unlikely in India. Well, we're going to go for it anyway. Calculator's telling me 65%. Let's find out. All right, combat was okay. Russia's probably going to take back India, but we'll be able to take it back. We'll definitely be able to take it back. So these 2 fighters are going to go here, and we're going to send our aircraft carrier. And then the cruiser's going here. Submarines going here as well. Aircraft carriers coming down here. We're going to do a fighter and a fighter. And then we have 3 transports. And what do we have there? Okay, we have 6 units, so that's fine. So we can hit India with 6 units. Actually, let's do, because the tank can make it there on its own, let's throw another infantry down there. So then we can take 5 in the artillery, plus the tank, plus 4 fighters. Take India back again. He's going to definitely take this. A tank and 2 fighters against a tank. There's no way I can do anything about it. So, all right. We actually got a better than average result in India. 2 fighters, 2 battleships, and a tank. It's a pretty good result. All right, we're going to put the 2 destroyers in 62. And the fighter and the infantry are going into Japan. If he somehow fails the India counter... oh, man. But it'd be nice if I take out one of his planes. Really nice. And then he might have to move this stuff down here to try to take it back again. But I don't know how he's going to do that, because I'm going to have 13 tanks in Karelia at the end of this turn. Or they might be in West Russia, but probably not. Probably not. Anyway, that's Japan round 2, and I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 3. All right, Germany round number 3. So USA in round 2. He is all in on the KJF. Bought an aircraft carrier, 2 destroyers, 2 submarines. No land units, no... his transports made it back here. And he stacked 59. Took Iwo Jima. So I'm gonna have to defend Japan, but that shouldn't be a problem. And I can block him from taking the Philippines. This turn. So he won't be able to take the Philippines, and I can get it so my Navy can threaten this. But the problem is, I'm going to take India for sure again. And then he's going to have 1 tank and 2 fighters. It depends on what lives. I might have to sack a plane to get as many land units to live as possible. Which I really don't want to do, but we'll see. But I'll come to that when I come to it. Let's see. With Germany, well, let me see what Russia did. So Russia, artillery, a tank, and 6 infantry, because he put the tank in Caucasus. 2 infantry in the artillery, and then 4 infantry into Russia. We're going to do a... well, the operating plan is going to be to stack Karelia this turn, stack Archangel, and then take West Russia. So I went ahead and just bought another fighter and an artillery and 11 infantry. And then what we're going to do for the combat is we're going to take this. And that should open up Africa for us. Because he's going to have to go back this way. He has no air to use with this, unless this guy gets a bunch of hitbacks. He is going to have 3 infantry and an artillery. It's not going to be a great percentage, but he may get it. But if he goes there to take Egypt back, I'm going to have a better time holding India, I think. But even if he buys 3 planes for India, I think I should win that. But then again, I don't know if I can keep it. So We will have to see. Anyway, we're going to do that, and then we're going to take this back. Which he's going to trade, but that's okay. And we'll send the fighter, and we'll send the bomb. All right. All right, combat was mixed. I'll have to look at this. He may... What is he going to have? 3 infantry and an artillery against 2 infantry and artillery and a tank. It's probably close to 40 to 50% probably. He has no planes I can hit it with. We'll see what he does. I think he might have to do it, though. Our fighter is going up to Karelia. Our bomber is going to France. We're going to send 2 more planes up to Karelia. Because he's got 1 and 1. Cruiser and 2 fighters. Okay. And then we're going to send 1 infantry. And then every tank we got is going there. And our 5 infantry and our AA gun. All right. Look at my Corellian. Alright, he's got 13 infantry, 6 artillery. That's a decent amount. 1 tank, 2 fighter. I'm going to have... What am I going to have? 11 infantry, I think I said. 11 infantry. Actually, I'm only going to have 10 infantry and 1 artillery. 13 tanks and 3 fighters. Okay. All right, it's safe. All right, we're going to send an artillery into Karelia with an infantry. And then we are doing a fighter and 9 infantry. And we're going to do an infantry and Italy. All right. All right. I mean, he might have a shot at taking Germany. I don't think so, though. You never know. Cruiser bombardment, I don't know. I don't think it's a good chance, but... let's see. All right, I got... an AA gun, 9 infantry and a plane. And he can do 1, 2 fighters, and a cruiser. Yeah. If he gets less than 1% and it wins, then I don't deserve to win. So I'm not going to worry about that. This is really thin up front here, though. This is really thin up front. But the more he pushes in here, it's going to be a problem for him later when I stack Archangel. I might even be able to stack West Russia. I'll have to do the math on it. He's going to take Ukraine back, and he's probably going to take Bello. But the more units he does that, I'm going to have, because I'm dropping nothing but infantry and planes probably for the rest of Germany. I got plenty of tanks now. Probably mix in some artillery so I have some attack power, but other than that, I should be okay. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 3, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 3. All right, Japan round number 3. So United Kingdom bought 2 infantry, an AA gun, a destroyer, and a cruiser. Destroyer and cruiser went up into Sea Zone 7. 2 infantry, AA gun went into India. Now I've done the math. I can still recap India and hopefully have enough land units left over that he can't take it back with the Russians. And we're going to press the issue with Russia as well. I do have to mine this fleet. I don't necessarily have to worry about it yet. But I mean, Philippines are under threat. Japan is under threat right now, but I'm going to fix that right now. So I just bought 3 fighters and 3 infantry. Everything's going into Japan. We're going to grab this. We're going to hit this with 2 infantry and these 2 planes. And then we are going to take all of this stuff. Wait. Tank can't go. And then the tank's going to roll in that way. Fighters are going in here. Battleships bombarding. All right. All right, let's run this and hope we have good results. Alright, combat was mixed. AA gun got us in India, which sucked, but only 1 land unit died, so this should be okay. Fighter's gonna go here. Aircraft carrier here. One of these transports is going here. And then we're gonna send the rest of our fleet down here. These 3 guys are going back to Manchuria. Fighters are going to Szechuan. 1 destroyer into 52. I'm sorry, 51, and 1 destroyer into 60. Actually, I could throw another destroyer into 58. Just to keep him from landing here, but actually I don't really care. If he goes up here and lands here, I'll have planes and infantry to take him out. So that's actually fine. If he lands in Soviet Far East, it's kind of a problem, but we'll worry about that bridge when we cross it. We put the transport here because we're going to grab this guy and send him down over to Africa. Let's see. So that's blocked there. So he can't take Philippines, and he can't... well, he can go to Japan, but he's not going to have enough to take it. I just did not want him to get to the Philippines. All right. All right. 3 infantry, 3 fighters. On Japan. All right, and we are down to we made 43 bucks. We're up 10 on the attack power, which is amazing considering how we've played so far. And we have a 1-point economic lead. We're at 85, and he's going to be at 83. Very much up in the air. But I think we should keep India for a while. Well, hopefully. And then we just got to defend Japan. Maybe try to get some more fleet here to go after his fleet here. And once we take Africa, we'll start squeezing UK out. And we can press Russia. He's probably going to trade Ukraine. I think he will trade Kaz again. He might take Xinjiang back for America. Not a bad idea, but I am going to stack, I think, Archangel next turn, depending on how many... what's his money? Still got 25 bucks. That's still a lot of money. We'll have to see what he has left. I may be able to stack Archangel. No. All right, that's going to do it for Japan round 3. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 4. All right, Germany round 4. So USA bought 5 subs and a destroyer for 56. I guess he just wants to mop my entire Japanese fleet and then deal with getting the money islands. Not a terrible strategy because I don't think I'm going to be able to defend it at all. I am not sure how I'm going to be able to defend it. But I got to try. And then just killed my destroyers. That's all he did. And then Russia bought 7 infantry and an artillery. And then he pushed forward, which we thought he would. Took this back for Japan, for America. Took Kaz. Didn't lose anybody. Lost 1 infantry in Ukraine. So an entire turn with 1 lost infantry is pretty good. I don't know how much time I have left before he starts landing. I think I'm going to be pretty good, though, against this. I just bought another plane and 11 more infantry. And then we're going to take this. We're going to go down here, heavy. We are going to go 2. And 2. And then we're going to go 1. What do I have there? Got 2 infantry, so we'll go 3. Another fighter. And the bomber. Alright. Alright, combat was okay. We did lose a couple guys. So we're going to send our fighters back to Germany. Bombers going back to France. One guy's going to France. One additional guy is going to France. These fighters are going back up here. And then we're going to go... six. And that's it. I was hoping to stack West Russia or Archangel, but the way he did it, I could have stacked Archangel, but since I had no reinforcements here, that was not going to be good. So he's still going to take Bulgaria for free, but he is going to have to defend against Japan coming this way now. So we'll do that. All right, I think that's it. All right, we're going to throw 10 infantry into Germany and 1 infantry and a fighter into Karelia. All right. We still should be okay for 1 turn. He's still going to be able to trade probably all these again, which sucks for me, but... And Japan's not going to be doing anything on this end because of this. I got a choice to make. I can take this transport, grab these infantry, and stick them on the Philippines, try to defend the Philippines. That might be a play. I will have to see. I don't really care how many subs he has, but the destroyers kind of bug me. Because I can bomb the shit out of him with air. And who cares about the subs? But I don't have enough air yet. I'll have to run the math on Japan before I do anything. Let's see. Oh, I wish I could do that, but I can't. I might be able to go down here with my transport and go here and take this, but then this would not be... we'll see what we can do. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 4. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 4. Alright, Japan round number 4. So, United Kingdom bought 2 transports, 2 infantry, and a destroyer, and rounded out his fleet here in England. He's got enough where I can't kill his fleet now. 33% chance, I think, to kill his fleet. But I'm not going to worry about that. All he can buy now is 8 more units. So he can't buy any more ships. So if I start buying air, he's going to have to buy more ships, and it's going to cost him. He'll have useless transports. So generally why with England you only get 3 transports, because then you can buy 8 units. So you can always have full transports every turn. So let's see. And then he took Northwestern, didn't lose it. Oh, it was undefended, so he dropped 2 guys in there. And then he moved into trans and put 2 guys in there, not really stacking it. Let's see. That was it, really. Destroyer, 2 transports, 2 infantry, everything mobilized to UK. So with Japan, I got to deal with this thing here. I just went and bought 4 fighters and an infantry. And my job is going to be to delay as much as I can until Germany can take Russia. Which may be a long time, but we'll have to see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab 1 infantry. Go down here with 1 transport. Take Madagascar. And then we're going to hit this guy. With that right there. And then we're going to move everything in here. I'm not sure if I want to hit this guy. If I don't kill him, it's going to be free. Oh well, let's do it anyway. Alright, combat was great. We did not lose anybody. So now we're going to take 2 infantry and our 2 fighters. We're going to move 1 infantry up there. We're going to go here. Actually, hold on a second. We're going to grab this guy, go here, grab this artillery, go here, drop them in Burma. Our entire fleet is going into 36. And this Russian guy, all he's doing is getting money for USA that he's not going to be able to spend. So USA moves first, so he's not getting the USA money. Now he's going to get this $1. But if he moves forward into China, it's always more advantageous for Russia to move north and take Russian money back their turn so they can get paid. If he takes trans, it's only helping England. If he takes Szechuan, it's only helping USA for the next turn. So I don't know how much, I don't know what the odds are of this fleet, but I'm going to have 11 fighters. Yeah, I'm going to have 11 fighters and a couple of battleships, and we'll see what happens. If he decides to take the Philippines or go over here and take Manchuria. Which I guess he could use a destroyer to block and take Manchuria. That might be the play. And then block me with his destroyer so I can't go and kill his fleet. It's not a bad idea. Well, we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to press the issue with Germany. Hopefully Russia does not go this way. But I got to get into the Caucasus. If I can get into the Caucasus with Germany, then my odds are pretty good. And we'll start getting more Africa money also, and maybe even take Brazil. And get him having to do something over here as well. So anyway, let's finish up. All right, we're going to send the infantry into India and the 4 planes into Japan. All right. All right, we'll see what he does. That's going to do it for Japan round number 4, and I will see you guys back for Germany round number 5. All right, Germany round number 5. So United States bought an aircraft carrier and 2 fighters, put it in 56. He's all in the Pacific, absolutely nothing in the Atlantic. And then he took the Philippines. Lost nothing. I've got about a 34% chance to wipe his fleet. So that's going to be a decision if I have to make that. And then Russia just bought 6 infantry, 2 artilleries. And then they took Szechuan and Kwangtung. And then pushed forward. He's got a lot of money with Russia, $30. It's way too much money for Russia to have in round 5. But that's one of the advantages of the KJF is that Japan doesn't advance into Russia and hold territory, and so you can take it back. And he pushed forward and took a bunch of stuff of mine. I'm gonna try to venture out because I forgot all about these guys down here. Yeah, what do I want to do? Do I want to grab both of those and just have the tank there, or do I want to go back that way and just run the tank over here? That's what I think I'll do. That's what I think I'll do. So I just bought 12 infantry and 2 artillery. And then we're just going to trade a bunch of this stuff back. So we're going to go 1 there, 1 there, 2 fighters. We're going to take 2 infantry and 2 fighters. We're going to go... we're just going to go 1 infantry there. We're going to go 4 there. And let's see, a bomber and a fighter. And a tank. Oh, no. Sorry, I did this wrong. Bombers going to West Russia. 2 fighters. And we'll go a fighter and a bomber there. We'll go here with, let's see, 2 and 1 fighter and a bomber. And then we will stack Archangel. And we're going to grab this. All right, I think that's fine. What do I need here? I'm going to have, 4 fighters in France? I need 2 infantry and 4 planes. All right. All right, I think that's it. All right, everything's strong. garbage. My God, that's such fucking garbage. Alright, combat was mixed. We took everything except for Bulgaria. We had wonderful attacking fighters that were hot fucking garbage. And couldn't get ahead until like 4 rounds in. So he got 2 hitbacks on that guy, but everything else went okay. We're moving forward there. Those fighters are going to Germany. Those fighters are going to France. Those fighters are going to France. We're going to send 2 infantry into France. And we're going to have an AA gun, 7 infantry, 4 fighters. And that'll give them a 10% chance on France. And let's see, we're moving that forward. The bomber going to Poland. And the fighter is going to Germany. And that's hot garbage. Let's see here. So I'm going to have Germany defense. So I can put, let's see, if I have 10 guys, an AA gun, and 3 fighters, he's got a 2.8% chance. So I can move all 7 of those guys forward. And we'll move them here. And then these guys are going back to Egypt. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, 2 infantry into Karelia. Eight infantry, 2 artillery into Germany, and 10 infantry, or 2 infantry into Italy. Germany's not looking great. Not looking great. Japan's not Japan's not looking that much great either. Let's look at. Okay, believe it or not, I have a 16-point attack power lead. But economically, I'm making 90. No, I'm making 80. So he's making 88. 23, that's 45, 88. Yeah, so way too much money that Russia's making. Way too much money. Got to hang on to India. We'll probably... Hell, we might go in there and just punch it out. I got to run the... I mean, I ran the math on this. It's 34% chance to capture this. Not to capture it, just to kill his entire navy. And then what will I have left? A battleship, that's it. Oh, man. But he's got a battleship and 2 fighters left over. Then, of course, he can buy more shit, and he's got stuff here. So, he's definitely putting an industrial complex on the Philippines. I need to get into the Caucasus as quick as I can. He's going to have to move some of this stuff back to Russia. Otherwise, I can take Russia. So, he's going to have to move some of this back. He will probably trade these again and then fall back. I'm not sure, though. Maybe not. He might go forward with this guy as well, but I'll probably move this Japanese guy forward. It doesn't really make any difference. I can go here. It just doesn't really make any difference. So Japan's going to be a lot more involved. But anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 5, and I will see you guys back for Japan round number 5. All right, Japan round number 5. So, United Kingdom bought 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, and then he took Norway, Finland, Baltic, and then he hit Karelia, and he lost nothing. And he took that. The one that kills me is the Egypt one. 2 and 2 versus 2. And he won that. Lost 1 infantry. It is what it is. Anyway, let's see. Mobilization, non-com. Okay. So I'm in a terrible way, but I'm going to have to do what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to attack this fleet. But one thing I'm going to do that I have thought about a lot, but I've never actually done it. Let me just say what I bought. I bought 3 bombers and 2 infantry. So the 3 bombers are going to go into Japan. And then the 2 infantry are going into India. Unless, of course, I just get mopped in this sea zone here and I have to put them in Japan. But here's the deal. Let's do everything first. So the tanks go in here. We're going to send 1 transport here. We're going to pick up an artillery and an infantry and go there. And then we're going to grab this guy, go here, go there. We're going to go down here. We're going to grab these 2 guys, go here, 1, and there. And then we're going to take this. And then the battle is going to be this. All right, so we're hitting this fleet with everything except the destroyer. And the reason we're doing that is so he can't use the subs as casualties against my air. Right? I want to kill the destroyer or the transports. If I can kill the transports, then this won't be a threat anymore. And I'll have to see how the battle goes. Obviously, if he has carriers set to die before planes. In fact, I have that down there. He's got carriers set to die before planes in my calculator. I set it so that fighters, the sub-destroyer, fighter, sub-destroyer, cruiser. Does he have a cruiser? Yeah. Let's put it to that. All right. But in any case, we may retreat without killing the transports if depending on how the battle goes, obviously. And then we're going to leave a transport here. This fighter can kill this transport. Then he can't use the fighter to trade anything else. He can't use the fighter here. Although he already has one fighter there. So we may move the destroyer over here into 34. Just so he risks his aircraft to try to kill it. But again, this is probably the battle that's going to decide the game. It's going to be like poor or improbable or impossible or something, but it's 23%, it's 28%, okay, on the calculator. However, if he has his subs set to submerge, it's 82%. Okay, he's going to 100% live, but I'll wipe the surface fleet. So that's what we're hoping. I don't know what his defense profile setting is, so we'll find out in a minute. Here we go. All right, combat was fantastic. We wiped his fleet and still had 6 fighters left over, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're going to put the 6 fighters back in Japan. We are going to send this transport man, where are we going to send it? We'll send it here, I guess. And our destroyer will go over here to protect this transport. And then we will send 1 infantry back. Now he's probably going to put a industrial complex on there. But if he tries to buy any transports, we have enough air power with 6 fighters and 3 bombers to kill whatever he puts here. And if this aircraft carrier tries to get close, I think we're going to kill it. It might be worth it to us to kill it. We're going to lose this transport for sure. But now he's got no way to land. He can't take another money island. At least not for a couple turns. And now I've got Brazil under threat. Africa's mine. India's going to be an issue because he could come down here with all of his Russians and take it back. You know what? Maybe we should send the fighters because he's got nothing now. Nothing that can land on Japan. So maybe we send the fighters to India. And that way, we can use them. It's going to take, we'll be able to buy, let's see, another couple of infantry. So that might be all right. Yeah, that might be all right. All right. Where's my... Oh, yeah. Oh, these 5 fighters can't get to India. Okay. Well, they can get here. In Yunnan or Burma? Let's put them in Yunnan. Only because at least they'll be in range of India and we can still use them to strike over here. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, our 3 bombers are going there. And at least in Yunnan, these guys can still hit 48. Which actually was better, because if I can use 5 fighters, 3 bombers on whatever he puts in 48. And the 2 infantry go to India. Alright. Alright, that's outstanding. So anyway, that is going to do it for Japan round 5. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 6. All right, Germany round number 6. So, USA bought 2 bombers and a transport. That was it. And an industrial complex for the Philippines. Combat, he killed my transport with 5 subs into 61. And that was it. And then he moved 2 infantry and 2 AA guns from Western Canada, came down here. Aircraft carrier, 2 fighters and a destroyer moved into the Solomons. They're going to come over here next turn. I have some interesting ideas on how to combat this. I have some seriously interesting ideas on that. Kind of some fun stuff maybe with some naval units. But and the bomber moved to Philippines from Iwo Jima. Trying to get my transports. So I'm going to have to look and see what range this bomber has in all my transports here. He also put a bomber in eastern U.S. and bomber in western U.S. Because obviously I can take Brazil and then he can kill my transport, but he has nothing to take it back. So I would get the Brazilian money for 2 turns at least. And it would take it away from him from 2 turns, and he would have to spend time and resources going that way. So I might do that. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. And then Russia bought 10 infantry and took Yakut right here. It was undefended. attacked Persia with an infantry and a fighter, and lost the infantry, and so he retreated with the fighter. And then he attacked Ukraine, and I had no losses. My infantry are sacking up. He attacked Ukraine with 2 infantry and an artillery, and lost 2 infantry, and then retreated. And why not? He had the 1 infantry, 1 artillery against 2 infantry there, and beat it. And then West Russia lost an infantry, destroyed my infantry and my artillery, and took it back. All right. Okay, so this kind of sucks for me. I gotta fix it. And then I gotta try to push forward as much as I can. And so I'm in danger of him getting a big foothold here and keeping Karelia, and I don't want that. But I also want to make it difficult for him in the Caucasus. So I'm going to do a couple things. All I bought was a bomber and 11 infantry. Because I can defend Germany. I got to send a fighter from France to do it, but I'm going to defend Germany. And do the best I can here. So I also want him to try to spend more money on defending his fleet here with another bomber, an additional bomber. I'll have a 37% chance to wipe his fleet, which might be enough for him to think about buying more ships, which is just a pain in the ass for him. He might or might not do it. So I am going to take this. And then I'm going to take 1 infantry and take this. And then we're going 3 infantry. And let's do those 4 planes. And a plane there. We're sending a plane there. And a plane there. We're sending the bomber here. We're sending these 2 guys here. And 1 guy here. And then everything else is going into the Caucasus. And then we're going to go here. We're sending 3 tanks down there. And the rest of the stuff is going here. I think that's it. I think that's everything I wanted to do. I think that's everything. I just gotta hope he doesn't get 2 hitbacks. If he doesn't, so what am I sending? 7 guys there. If he doesn't get 2 hitbacks, I have a great defense chance. If he gets 2 hitbacks, I'll still have a pretty good. I mean, I'll have a 90% chance, but I want him to have as little chance as possible to take Karelia back. So I think that's all I want to do. I think so. All right, let's get this done. All right, combat was mixed. Baltic is why you send the extra infantry there. Because you got double hitbacks in one round. And you want to be able to take the territory. No losses in West Russia. No losses in Karelia. Pretty damn fantastic, if you ask me. So, let's see. Our fighter from Karelia is going back to Germany. These, let's see. We're sending 3 fighters to France. Right? 3 fighters. Sending these 2 infantry to France. So, an AA gun, 9 infantry. Okay, that is going to be... You know what? Let me mix this up. He can do 2 of those and switch those out for tanks. It's still 90%. I don't think he'll do that. Okay. We're going to move our 7 infantry forward and our fighter. Our bomber's going back to Germany. AA gun to Karelia. Fighters. To Germany. Yeah, that's okay. All right, everything's moving forward. Right? Yeah. All right. Wait a minute. This stuff's moving. All right. Bomber, 9 infantry, and 2 infantry in Italy. And we're back up to 45. Which is really good. Now he can trade these 2 again. He'll most certainly put guys in Northwestern. But he's not going to be able to take Karelia, and he can't take France. And he's got to think about his fleet here now. So he might move it down here, which would be fine to me. So we'll have to see. Japan's going to be an interesting turn. Very interesting turn. He's going to take that back, that back. No, he won't take this back. Yeah, he'll take this, both of these. Because I'm going to use my infantry and my bombers, I think, to hit this guy. So I may or may not take it. And then we'll have to see what about this Philippines thing. He's going to send his destroyer aircraft carrier 2 fighters over here. He'll have the subs here. I have a plan, and I don't know if it's going to work because I'm not sure how the naval units work precisely, but I'm going to figure it out. So it might be a good experiment to do to see if the Navy works. But anyway, all that's for Japan. So that, my friends, is going to do it for Germany round 6, and I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 6. All right, Japan round number 6. So United Kingdom, believe it or not, he bought 4 infantry, 4 artilleries, and then he YOLO'd Karelia, which I looked at my Karelia defense. It was at 98. 9 tanks. He got a 50-50 result. He got exactly the 50-50 result, which is I have 9 tanks left over. And then non-com, He moved an infantry over to Finland from Norway. And that was it. It's kind of strange that he did that because now I have enough planes to kill his navy. And I think it's like 91% chance to wipe his entire navy, and I think I'll just do it. Even if I get a horrifying result. England has $22 left over to buy shit. He has $22, so he can't even replace his navy. He's not going to be able to buy transports as long as I have any aircraft surviving. So if I wipe his navy, I'll be in a good spot. But I think because he did that, he's going to move forward with Russia. He's going to push forward with Russia. And maybe move into Karelia or whatever. I don't know. But I'm guessing he's going to push forward. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what he's going to do. But I'm guessing that's the play there. He's going to take all this stuff back. He's going to take all this stuff back. He will not be able to take this. I'm going to kill this guy. Well, he might be able to because I may not kill it. And then USA here, he's got an aircraft carrier and a destroyer here. The maximum defense he can buy for Sea Zone 48 is... why do I have that one there? No. Okay, that one's old. Oh, no, that one's right. No, let's do 4 and 1. Yeah, the maximum defense he can do is 4 planes, 5 subs, a destroyer, and 2 aircraft carriers. If he buys an aircraft carrier and 2 more fighters for the Philippines. He only has $42, which means he'll only have $8 to spend the rest of the time anywhere else. He's going to have to buy a transport for 11 because I'm going to take Brazil this turn. And then he's going to have to take it back. So I will lose my transport, but I think it's good. And what I did is I'm going to set up a counterpunch to him putting another fleet in 48. And so that should allow me to punch him out of there. And once I clear him out of there, I can work on getting a navy to take the Philippines back, and also get land units into Asia. So I bought, believe it or not, I bought a destroyer, 4 subs, and an airplane. Which is not, I don't know. I'm pretty much selling all in to kill his fleet here. If he doesn't do anything, if he just drops his destroyer down here, well then next turn I can add to my fleet, and go after the Philippines maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. 'Cause if he comes down here, maybe he'll try to take Borneo. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyway, that was my purchase. First thing we're going to do is we're going to hit this with our 3 bombers and our infantry. We are going to take this with our tank. We're going to take Brazil. And then we're going to hit this with an infantry and 6 fighters. We're going to move forward with all this stuff. And I think that's it. I think that's it. I found his 1 USA bomber here. And Sea Zone 29 is going to be safe, I think, for my transport. So I got to move those there at the end. And I made sure I set my defense profile for subs to submerge, so that these subs here will not be able to kill any subs I put down this turn. So I think that's all I want to do. Obviously, these battles are tenuous because they can get a hit back, and I'm only able to attack with 1 infantry, so it kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So we'll run those and see how they work. Okay, combat was kind of hilarious. Worked out in Yakut for us, which is nice. Bombers are going back to Japan. 6 fighters got no hits. Could not kill the infantry. And, of course, he got a hit back. So, oh, man. As good as attacking fighters are sometimes, they are hot garbage and other times. We'll send those back to... Yeah, we'll send them back to Yunnan. We're going to send... I want all 4 of them to go there? No. I'll just send 1 there. This is going back here. Our transports are going over here. And then our destroyer is going to 36. All right. Yeah, it didn't work out all the way I wanted, but worked out good enough, I guess. All right. We're going to throw a destroyer and 2 submarines over here. 2 submarines right there, and a fighter in Japan. Alright, I was hoping to have 50 bucks at the end of this turn, but I only have 48. But it's not terrible because we did kill the guy in Yakut, so we can advance our Japanese guy this way. And we got a mini stack right here, which is not really a stack. We'll have to see how much Russia pushes out. But this destroyer right here should be able to block the subs from going after this right here. He can use his bomber, but then he can't take a sub as a casualty. He can use a sub and a bomber here, or a sub and a couple of fighters here. Or he can go... And he's not going to be able to take those subs there, and he's not going to be able to do anything here. And so I think that is it. We'll definitely lose this transport, but that's okay. So that's going to do it for Japan round 6. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 7. All right, Germany round 7. So USA in round 6 bought 3 destroyers and a battleship. He put actually only 2 destroyers here because one came from 44. He put another destroyer in 56. I'm not sure why he's buying another destroyer. I'm really not sure why. Because even if he's trying to send it down here, it's going to take 2 turns. And I have enough with my subs and my aircraft to kill this entire fleet again. So... I'm going to kill it again, but it is preventing me from putting any troops in Asia, which is probably the point. He He did kill my transport in 22 with his bomber. We thought he would. In 36, he lost a sub and a fighter. That destroyer sacked up big time and killed 2 units. That's a fantastic battle. And then he killed my destroyer with no units lost in 35, but obviously couldn't hit the subs. So that was fine. Now, last turn I hit Kazakh with 6 fighters, and none of them hit. I'm really hoping that I don't get that same kind of battle here in this turn, because I'm going to hit his Navy in C-Zone 5. It's a 92%. It's a 92% win, but I do lose quite a bit of fighters. Killing it, but I have to kill it. If I kill it, it's going to really set back England, because England's only got 22 bucks. So he can only buy a certain amount of stuff to replace it, and probably not transports, especially if any of my aircraft live. I also got to worry about this. I don't really have to worry, but this guy's going to come and take Brazil back, so I want to have a unit, a bomber in position to kill his transport there. I don't really care about Brazil, but I don't want him to go up to Morocco or go to anywhere and land any other units in Africa, anywhere. I want to keep Africa as long as possible. So I want to get a bomber. Hopefully one of my bombers lives and I can put it into, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that ain't going to work. So I'm going to need a bomber either in France. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Bomber in France actually works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Bomber in France works. All right. I was going to put it down in French West Africa. So it can go 1, 2, but I think I'll put it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. All right. That will work. Okay, so because I plan on wiping out his Navy, I'm going to move guys out of France. Because I'm going to move guys out of France, I don't have to buy... Well, I am going heavy land, but I went ahead and bought a replacement bomber in case I lose some. I bought a sub that I'm going to throw in C-Zone 5, and that will be because I can then kill... You know what? What if I put a bomber in Italy? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that won't work either. Okay. Hopefully my bomber survives. I really hope my bomber survives. Anyway. Because we're going to have a roughly like 18 units in Germany. We're going to try to stack Bellow if everything goes well with these attacks. So first thing I'm going to do is take that. Next thing I'm going to do is hit that with all 3 guys. Next thing I'm going to do is hit that with 2 tanks. And then the last thing we're going to do is hit C-Zone 5 with every unit. Yep. I think that's all we're going to do. Yeah. Obviously, C-Zone 5 is the big one. Everything's strong. All right. Let's see. Okay, combat was terrible. He got a 4% result in C-Zone 5, so all I have left is a bomber, which is fucking terrible. Bomber's going to go to France. Everything else is moving forward. We can't stack Bello now, for sure. We can't do it. So we're going to stack... We just can't do it. I mean, that's so bad. That's so bad. Wow. He's definitely going to move forward with Russia, but it is what it is. Now I don't have planes. I will have 2 bombers and a sub, which should be able to kill whatever he decides to put in C-Zone 7, but that is so bad. That is so bad. Wow. I don't know how to all right. All right, we're going to throw 2 guys there. Sub there. Bomber there. Let's see. 7 guys here. All right. That's just super bad. Super, super bad. But I had to take the opportunity to kill his navy. Because it just sets the United Kingdom back so far, especially now he's only making 17 bucks. Which I should have it down to 16. And he's not going to get any of that back anytime soon. So that will help me, but man, that was just a terrible abomination of a round. So I will probably just buy like a plane and 10 guys, plane and 11 guys from now on until I can get my Air Force back up. But that's going to be pretty detrimental. So we'll see how that all that pans out. Ouch. Hopefully we don't get those kind of results attacking C-Zone 48, because if we do, this game could go rapidly in the other direction. So anyway, that's going to do it for Germany round 7. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 7. All right, Japan round number 7. So England didn't do a whole lot. All he did was buy 2 destroyers and a sub and mobilize them. That's all he did. England really couldn't do anything. I got to run the math here. I can't kill the sub, but I can use both my bombers and my sub and kill those destroyers probably. But I want one of these bombers to kill the transport when he takes Brazil back. Only because I don't want him to go over here and leak into Africa. So I'm going to have to deal with that, I think. I did the math on this fleet here, and I should kill it. I should be able to kill it. Now he's going to have some subs left over. Possibly all of his subs left over because I have no destroyers. But I went ahead and did the numbers on trying to rebuild the Japanese fleet, because I think I have to, so I can start dumping troops over here. And the odds of If I can kill one of his subs, the odds are less than 10% for him to kill my fleet. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. So all I did was buy 2 aircraft carriers, 2 destroyers, and an artillery for India. So what we're going to do is attack this with everything we got. Yep, everything we got. I'm debating whether or not I should hit this. I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. This is a huge battle. If we can keep killing his navy, then we'll be okay. All right, let's see what happens. I'm not going to do anything else. Okay, that went better than I expected. Killed all of his subs. We're going to send our fighters. Okay, we're going to send 4 fighters. Actually, you know what? We can send him... Oh, he's got 1 sub left. Okay, so he's got 1 sub left. Alright, so 2 bombers and a sub against... Okay. Alright, so we are going to send... We want him here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's send 4 fighters there. We'll send 3 fighters there. Send our bombers. Man, do I want him in India? No, I think I'll put him here. They can strike targets over here. Alright. So we got to put the carriers and stuff there. So we got to put our fleet here. Let's see. Alright, our tank is going here. This guy's moving up. We're going to send 2 guys into China. And we're going to send 1 guy. Actually, we'll send 2 guys into Persia. Right? Okay. All right. Now we're going to put our 2 aircraft carriers, 2 destroyers, and our artillery is going into India. All right. And we're at 48 income, 49 bucks left over. He's got 1 sub there. My navy's on its way to being rebuilt. And now he can only put 3 ships there, and that ain't going to be enough. So I should be able to dominate 48 from now on and just focus on dumping land units. So maybe buy a couple transports next turn, start shipping land units into Asia. And we got to keep monitoring this, obviously, and keep killing it. So we'll see what happens. All right. I got my sub set to submerge. I'm sorry. I got my aircraft carrier set to die first. So if he does attack this and gets a surprise strike, it won't matter because I got destroyers here. So anyway, we should be very good there. All right. That is going to do it for Japan round 7. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 8. All right, Germany round number 8. So I think he's going into stall mode because it took him a long time to move this last time, but we still got a month until the end of the season, so I don't think that's going to be a very viable option. He did take back, let's see what he bought here. Let's see what he did with USA first. 3 fighters and a destroyer. 3 fighters went into Philippines and another destroyer in 56. I have no idea. Maybe he's trying to prevent me from going to Alaska. He's gonna set up some blockers so that I can't go to Hawaii. Right? Maybe. I don't know. I think that's maybe the idea. And what did he do in combat? Oh yeah, so we figured he'd take Brazil back, and he didn't lose anybody, which kind of sucks, but it's not a huge deal because these guys are going to be stuck there anyway. And then for Russia, 3 tanks and an infantry, and he put the 3 tanks into the Caucasus and the infantry into Russia, and then he moved into Persia. I guess maybe to threaten India, but maybe to go into Africa and try to take some of this back. But I did the numbers on it, and I can kill this. If I risk planes, I can kill this, and that threat will be gone, and I'll still have Africa, and India will be fine. But this has to work, so I might have to sacrifice a bunch of planes. And I need to buy like another aircraft carrier and a couple fighters. And then his Navy, he can't do nothing here. He's going to just buy planes, I think, every turn to try to safeguard the Philippines. Which is not a bad strategy. But I think... let's see. I think I should be able to defend that. Because once I go here, what's he going to do? He's going to buy stuff to defend Western United States, which is fine. And I'll just start... I'll just buy a bunch of stuff to try to hit the Philippines. This is going to take a while, though. It's definitely going to take a while to crack. Then he moved his subs over here with USA to... I got to do something with this, obviously. I can't move them closer to Japan. So I have to move them this way, which kind of sucks. They're just way out of position, but it is what it is. I may just move them to 28. I might just move them to 28. Get his subs farther out of here. I don't know. We'll have to see. Japan's main turn is going to be to finish building the Navy and kill Persia and take the surrounding stuff in Russia, and we'll be good. Let's see. Lost an infantry in Persia. Took Karelia. Lost an infantry. And took Ukraine. And Bello. Alright. Alright, so because of my disastrous Season 5, I just went ahead and bought 3 fighters and 5 infantry. And then the first thing we're going to do is kill this transport. That way Africa can be fine. And then we're going to go with 1 infantry there. 2 infantry there. And the bomber. And then we are going to go 9, 2, and 5 into Ukraine. And we're going to end up stacking this. And we're going to take this. I'll put it back here so he has to trade it. He has to send some units other than just one guy to do it. So he'll have to send at least 1 and 1 maybe. And then we're going to send these 3 guys at Novo. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. All right, so combat was good. We did lose an infantry taking. We did lose an infantry taking Ukraine, and we finally lost a tank. These dudes have been roaming around Russia, taking territory with no losses, and they finally got a hit back there. So that one was kind of rough. We're going to send our bomber back to Germany. These 18 guys and these 2 tanks and this AA gun are going up there. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move the AA gun there, and we'll move this AA gun there. Who cares? We don't really need it in Germany anymore. At least not for a while. And then our bomber here is going to land here. And this guy's going back up to Egypt. This was just to, like I said, prevent any further recapturing of any territory here. I had Brazil for 2 turns, which is nice. So, and it was 2 turns that America did not have the money, so that's fine. This is going to be a tough nut to crack, I think, the Philippines. And if he goes down here to prevent me from going into the Caucasus, I should be able to just stack Karelia again. So we'll see if that's going to work out. I'm going to hit this, like I said, with Japan. Let's finish this up real quick. All right, 3 planes, 5 in. All right. The big thing here is that we took this back from England, so England's making no money. England's making 16 bucks. They're going to be making less than that after I take Persia. Got 17 bucks left. It's not really going to be able to rebuild much of his navy. And my attack power lead is now 51, which is kind of the sweet spot. Kind of the sweet spot. But well, like I said, we're just going to hammer this with whatever's left, and we'll kill all that stuff to eliminate any threat from India, any threat from Africa. And then we'll set our sights on probably taking Hawaii. But the more we delay in the Philippines, the more he's going to get there. So we may have to take the Philippines. So next turn, though, we are going to hopefully take Novo and Kaz and Persia again. And we may not even buy, we may buy a transport and we may not buy any land units for India. But Persia's got to go well, so we might have to buy some. That's our only big problem. Is that if Persia's just a disaster, then we'll have to buy some land units. All right, but anyway, that's going to do it for Germany 8. Probably going to be a while until we move again. But I will see you guys back for Japan round number 8. All right, Japan round number 8. So all UK could do is buy 2 transports and mobilize them to Sea Zone 7. That's all he could do. He doesn't have money. He's making 16 bucks. He has 19 left. So he can buy some ships to defend. If I send my bombers, both my bombers, and my sub at this right here, it's like a 70% chance that one of the bombers lives, and that's all I want. If one of the bombers lives, then I can kill the transports, and then he won't be able to do anything with that. And I'll be okay because I'll be able to push into Caucasus or push up into Karelia. So, and I think I'm going to hit Alaska next turn just to get him off my back. Make him spend some money over here instead of over here. And also, if I decide not to go to Alaska, at least it gives me a preparedness to hit the Philippines because I'm going to need to. These transports are kind of out in limbo. I'm going to move them over here so that they're safe, but they're kind of screwed until I can get my fleet down into 36, which I can do next turn. I can do it next turn, but I can't do it now. So all I bought was an aircraft carrier, 2 fighters, and 2 transports. And then we should be good enough on our fleet. And we should start taking either Alaska or go to Hawaii. And then prepare to take the Philippines. But we have to do a couple things first. So one of our things that's not going to be a great move is we're going to hit this. With 3 guys, we're going to move these guys forward, of course. And then this thing here, we're going to hit it with everything. And if we have to kill fighters, then we will. But I did the math on it. It's 97% to take. And that will effectively end the threat against India and Africa. And I need to do it just because I got to get rid of this. So hopefully we don't lose too many aircraft. But if we have to, as long as we can take this, then so be it. It's fine. It's worth it anyway. The sacrifice is worth it. So I think that's all we want to do. So let's do it. All right, combat was absolutely fantastic. We only lost a couple infantry. Or no, we lost an infantry and an artillery. Which was insane. We're going to send our bombers. Wow, we can send them all the way back to where they were. I think that's what I want to do because I thought about, you know what I could do? Oh, those got to go to India. No, I don't want to put the bombers by themselves. Might have to put the bombers in India. Yeah. We'll put the bombers in India also. I thought about sending the bombers into up here so we can deal with this threat over here in case I fail this miserably, because as good as this went, you got to figure this is probably going to not go good. But I don't think that's necessary. This was fantastic. We killed a guy and we didn't lose a guy. So that was pretty sweet. He's going to have to trade these back, I would think. He's going to have to. But maybe he won't. Maybe he won't. But anyway, we eliminate... Ooh, I got to move this. We eliminated the threat from India. Even if he just pushes into here, that's fine. Because we can just buy enough troops to defend. And maybe even kill him. Probably can't kill him, but we can delay him long enough so that we can punish him. All right. All right, we're going to go an aircraft carrier, 2 fighters, and 2 transports. And our aircraft carriers are set to die first. So if he does decide to hit it with his bombers and fighters, we may lose a carrier. But then he'll lose all of his air, which would be nice. I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's just going to buy 3 more fighters and just make it really hard for me to take the Philippines. It's probably a good idea. But I don't even really need the Philippines. What I need to do is take Karelia, Russia, and Hawaii. So, anyway. That is going to do it for Japan round 8. And I will see you guys back for Germany round number 9. Alright, Germany round number 9. So, USA bought a fighter, 3 destroyers, and a sub. 3 destroyers and a sub went to 56. The fighter went to the Philippines. He bombed Japan. Oh, that's interesting. He bombed Japan. Oh, and he tried to kill my subs, but they submerged. So, alright. Okay, -8 in Japan, not a big deal, because I'm making 48, and I have 49, and I'm going to make 50 after I take Alaska. And this is not going to stop me. It's here. No, it's not. I'll have to redo some of the stuff here, but probably subs will be enough. I may go here. I may put like another aircraft carrier or 2 of them in a destroyer. Although these planes are probably going to go into Caucasus. So then, mobilized fighter of the Philippines, 3 destroyers and a sub to 56. And then Russia bought 6 infantry and 2 artilleries. And then he took Ivanki with, there was nobody in it. And he killed my tanks, and Vologda lost an infantry. Which is fine. He moved out of Karelia. Which I guess I might have had odds, but I'm not sure I would have had odds. But now I'm going to stack Karelia, and he's not going to be able to stop it. So now I'm going to have Karelia, and I'm going to stack Caucasus, and I'll have that for at least 1 turn until these guys here go back to Russia. And then I'll have to do the math, but I think, because he's got too much money as Russia, he still has 20 bucks as Russia. So, I have really one huge battle, which is C-Zone 7 this turn. If that wins, I think I'm safe. I just bought 2 more fighters, a submarine, and 7 infantry. I'll move the 7 infantry into... I'll move the 5 infantry forward if this wins. If it doesn't, then I'm going to leave them in there. I'll have 12 infantry, 5 planes. It'll be plenty enough to deal with wherever he goes with his fleet. Which is going to suck. He'll probably take France, but I can kick him out and then he won't be able to build anything else. So we are going to... We're going to take... we'll use the tank. We're going to take Karelia. We're going to go there with 2 and our 3 planes. We are going to take this. And then the big battle. We're going there. We cannot hit the sub, which is fine. I don't really care, but I gotta get 2 hits with my bombers and pray he doesn't get a hit back. So this is going to be big. This is big. But that's it, though. All right. Oh, come on, dude. All right. That should pretty much end the game. I keep thinking it is, but it's not. So the bombers are going to go back to Germany. We're going to send our fighters into Ukraine. All this stuff is moving forward. And then this stuff here. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, not those tanks. Oh yeah, I can move the tanks. Because there's... Oh, where this bomber can't land there? All right, France. And then these guys are going. This guy is going into Persia. All right. All right, submarine in C-Zone 5. 7 infantry and 2 planes into Germany. All right. So I don't really care. I mean, the Caucasus is nice. I'm going to stack it with Japan as well. After I kill this. And then... I'll stack West Russia next round. Once he moves all this stuff back down to Russia. I can stack West Russia. And I think I'll be okay. All right. What does he have here? He's got, his money is 19. So he can buy 2 more destroyers again. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, he can buy 2 more destroyers again. Let me just double check my defense profile for Germany. Okay. My sub is set to submerge, so he can't kill it. All right. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany 9. I'll see you guys back for Japan round number 9. All right, Japan round number 9. So I think I'm in a position to maybe win the game in round 12. So I'm going to set up, because basically he's doing silliness here. England only has 15. He's making 15 bucks. He has 18. That's not going to be a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy light for Germany, and I'm going to get ready to drop a fat-ass Navy in C-Zone 5 and hammer this in round 12. So in round 10, I'm going to buy like a fighter and a bomber. And that's it, maybe. And then in round 11, I'm going to buy a fat-ass Navy. And then we'll hammer United Kingdom in round 12. And in the same way, I'm going to set up. So he's got the 2 destroyers here. He's got 4 fighters here. So my feeling is he's going to buy 2 aircraft carriers and a destroyer, which would give him 3 destroyers, 2 aircraft carriers, and 4 fighters. I did the math on it. I'm buying more subs, and I'm going to kill his Navy. So I am going to set up to kill his Navy in round number 10. And then in round number 11, move my Japanese fleet into 52 to take Hawaii. So then by 12, in round 12, I'll take England and I'll take Hawaii. That's the theory. I don't know how that's going to work. But with Japan, I just bought 2 destroyers and 4 subs. And because I had to repair, he bombed the shit out of Japan. It was -8. So I got it down to -5, and I bought some ships. And that's solely to kill his Navy when he drops it here. All right, so we're going to send 2 guys here and our 3 bombers up there. And then we are going to send our sub. Can we send the sub out of here? Send the subs out of here. We're going to send 1 destroyer in there and all of our fighters. And the other thing we're going to do, and this is just because, we're going to take Alaska. He's going to have to kill my transport, and that's fine. He can kill it. I'm going to buy more to get ready for turn 11. I'm making right now 48 bucks with Japan, so I'm going to make 50 bucks. Plus, because he bombed me, I could not spend all my money. So I have 6 bucks left over. So I'm going to have 56 bucks to spend next turn, which is quite a bit of money. We're going to stack the Caucasus this turn. So let's see. Where's my Caucasus defense? He's got 6, 2, 3, and 2. And I will have... let's see. Oh, well. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go 8 infantry, 3 artillery. 8 infantry, 3 artillery. I only have 5 tanks. I could go 6 tanks. Why am I not going 6 tanks? 6 tanks and 3 fighters. Yeah, I think I will. 1 infantry, 1 AA gun, 8 infantry, 3 artillery, 6 tanks, and 3 planes. Yeah. So that's going to be defended at least this turn. All right. Oh yeah, and then these guys are going to move up over here. Oh, I got another artillery there too. So I'm actually going to have 4 artillery. Yeah, that's good. All right. And then when he takes this back, I can just take it back with Japan. So let's run this and see what happens. All right. Combat was great. We lost nobody in Ivanki, but believe it or not, we lost the destroyer to a 1. Bombers are going there. And then our fighters are going there. We're going to move. We're going to take 2 dudes, go here and drop them in Manchuria. And then everything's moving over here. Except for the subs. Tank, artillery, and fighters are going into the Caucasus. We'll leave all the 1s right there just so he can't break out with the tanks and go this way. So he'll have to be stopped here and here and here and here. And we can airstrike those guys if we need to. If he well, he can't actually go in here because it'll be mine. So he can only go right here. And we can go. Man, we shouldn't. Maybe we don't put the tank there. Okay, let's not put the tank there. Let's take this tank and we'll move it here. That's just in case he goes here, right? And he's got tanks here. Let's say he stacks tanks here. I can then move my tank up here to block him from taking all this other shit. If he goes here, I can hit him with the tank and a bunch of aircraft and kill him and stop him dead in his tracks. I want to be able to stop him dead in his tracks, and I can go all the way up here to do it. I can go here to do it. I can go here to do it. So that's why I'm moving the tank, and it doesn't really change the odds for the Caucasus at all. And then these guys are going to sneak up here. But I have no doubt he's going to build a navy there again. All right. Yeah, all right. All right, mobilization. We're going to throw 3 subs here, a sub there, and 2 destroyers over here. Basically moved into 62 so we could land troops over there, and he can't use his fighters to attack this fleet here. He can only use 3 bombers. So if he wants to do that and lose all of his bombers, so be it. I'm totally good with that. And we got 57 money, which is nice, to buy whatever we need to in order to defend whatever he puts here. We're going to kill whatever fleet he puts here, which is going to be 2 aircraft carriers and a destroyer, I believe. Because, what's his money? Got 42. He can buy another aircraft carrier and 2 planes and put 2 destroyers here. So then he's going to have... Well, no, he can't. That would be stupid if he did. It's going to be 2 aircraft carriers. I guess he could buy 3 aircraft carriers. Would be 42. But then he would only have 4 planes. So he's not going to do that because he doesn't have another plane to land on it. Anyway, we'll see what he puts there, but we're going to kill it. We've got subs in range here, subs in range here, fighters in range here, bombers in range here. So we are set up to punish whatever he puts in there. So hopefully the plan is to win the game in round 12. So we'll see how it pans out. I should be able to do enough to defend German position here in Karelia and here, and then hopefully take United Kingdom. So we will see what happens. That is going to do it for Japan round 9. I'll see you guys back for Germany round number 10. All right, Germany round number 10. So United States bought 2 aircraft carriers and a destroyer, just like we thought he would, and 2 infantry for America. And then he moved his destroyers into 48, like we thought he would. So I've already calculated the defense for this. He should not be able to withstand Japan's attack on this. Interestingly enough, he sent 3 bombers to attack C-Zone 62. I don't understand that move. Maybe he thought he was going to kill some aircraft carriers if I had them set to die first, which then would have landed my planes. If my planes had landed in Manchuria, then they would not be available to attack 48. If they had landed in Japan, they can attack 48. So I'd be interested to know, like, which landing zone they would have gone to. I don't know. But it didn't work, and he lost all 3 of his bombers. So we are pretty good, I think, for our round 12 victory condition. We are going to clean up a little bit of Russia here, and we're going to stack West Russia and hopefully kill these destroyers, and then we'll be good to go. In order for us to do the round 12, we're going to need to buy a fat ass navy, so we need a lot of money. So all I bought was 2 planes and a bomber, and I saved 20 bucks, and I'm making 50. And I'm going to be making 55 at the end of this turn, so I should have 75 bucks next turn to drop the fat ass navy. So we are going to take 3 guys and 3 fighters and hit that. We are going to take 3 guys and 2 planes and hit that. We are going to stack West Russia. And we are going to hit C-Zone 7 with our 2 bombers and our sub. And that's it. Right? Yeah. All right. I ran the math on that. Why do I only have 42 in there? Oh, because of the 2 AA guns. Okay, perfect. All right. Alright, combat was okay. We didn't lose anybody attacking Archangel or... Actually, we lost nobody attacking any of these. But we lost a bomber and the sub, which really sucked. So we're going to go there. We're going to send... Where do I want him to go? Go there, and we'll go. And then these will go down here. And these will go back here. Two planes in there and a bomber. Alright. Now we're at 75 bucks, so next turn. Now, if he's thinking ahead, he should think that I'm saving 20 bucks because I'm going to buy a Navy. But he only has 16 bucks with, oh, he has 18 bucks. So he could buy 6 infantry for United Kingdom. We'll see what he buys. Yeah, we'll see what he buys. But whatever, we'll figure out what he buys, and then we'll do the math on it next turn. But he may be thinking, okay, I'm going to hit Russia, which I might just do. I may just run the math. Maybe I just have enough to kill Russia. I probably do. In fact, I do, I think. But it might be fun to take United Kingdom. Anyway, that's going to do it for Germany 10. I will see you guys back for Japan round number 10. All right, Japan round number 10. So, United Kingdom bought nothing, which is understandable, and just saved his money. Moved his sub into C Zone 8. So now he's got 33 bucks, so he can build something there. But hopefully I'll just have enough to overwhelm him and get this game wrapped up. Certainly, hopefully by round 12 for sure. So we're going to kill his fleet here, and all he's going to have is destroyers. And then we're going to set up to hit the Philippines, but we're probably not going to hit the Philippines. We're probably going to go over here to take Hawaii. But I repaired all of the damage done to Japan, the rest of it. Bought 2 infantry, 3 artillery, 2 tanks, 3 transports. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take part of Canada. And then we're going to hit this and these guys. And that's just to make sure he can't advance. I was going to use this guy here, but I don't want him to run a tank over here. Or 3 tanks. And then I don't kill him. And he can just delay the game. And then we're going to send our 3 subs here. Our 3 subs here. 6 planes. 3 bombers. Let's see. 6 planes, 3 bombers. And 6 subs against 4 fighters, 3 destroyers, 2 aircraft carriers. It's It's 100% on the calculator, but we'll see how it pans out. Okay, I really should never complain about dice again. I will. I will complain about dice again, but 5 out of 6 subs, 5 out of 6 twos hit. Yeah, that shit does not happen. We're going to grab these two guys. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, nope, nope. We are going to grab these two guys, and we're going to go to 60 and drop them in Japan. Our aircraft carriers are going to 60. Bombers going to Japan. Fighters going to 60. Transports are going here. I'll just move one back. Actually, yeah. All right. Where's the other? Oh, these guys here. Okay. I'll go here. All right. 3 transports, 2 tanks, 2 artillery. No, 3 artillery. Or 2. Let's do 2. Which is going to give me... I need 1 more infantry there. And 1 there. And an artillery there. I think that's it. I think that's it. Now, in theory, he can hit me with this sub, and if he gets 3 surprise strikes in a row, then he's going to kill all my stuff. Which would really suck. I probably should have mixed in a destroyer, but I did not. All right, that's going to do it for Japan round number 10. I'll see you guys back for Germany round 11. All right, welcome back. This is the end of the game. So my opponent forfeited. I did not move with America. I did make a mistake here. I didn't throw any destroyers here in 60, so in theory he could have used his sub, and all I had was three twos defending all my transports, so that was stupid. And if he could have won that, he would have set me back a couple turns, but Russia was going to fall. I was going to buy a big fat navy to try to take United Kingdom, but Probably if it was closer to the end of the season, I would have just crushed Russia with Germany, and then just kept hammering until I could take the Philippines, or I could have dropped the Navy, killed Russia, and then a turn or two taken UK. So, obviously the two main turning points I thought in this game, the Sea Zone 5 when he attacked Karelia with like a 4% chance to win, and lost his aircraft, which opened up like a 70% chance for me to wipe the fleet in Sea Zone 5, which I was able to do even though I lost a significant amount of my aircraft. That pretty much ended all the threats from United Kingdom. I just had to maintain a little bit of diligence with a couple planes and a sub or two to try to keep them off my back here. And then the battle, obviously, right here, when I was able to destroy his navy. It's one of the problems that you go if you're going to go heavy subs. And I didn't use my destroyer to attack, so all of my planes hits were going to be on units other than the sub. And really, if he's got a bunch of subs left over here, who cares? If he would have survived with 3 or 4 subs, who cares? So that was a big deal, keeping those transports out of the water there, keeping his navy out of there. So that was it. Not really a lot to add. I messed up early on my Axis play. Went with the tank rush in the second round instead of the first round. Generally speaking, it's probably not a good idea to do that. Usually you don't buy tanks after the first round. With Germany, I think I really need to work on my Axis power logistics. I took India round 2, and I could not win the game for 8 more turns, which is kind of lengthy considering he was down India so early in the game. So hats off to him for battling it out for 10 rounds. But this is going to be end of this game and the end of this video. If you stuck around to the end, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back for another video. Thanks again.